Life is not a video game. There are no extra lives, no respawns, no second chances to redo the past. You get one shot, one life, and the moment it's gone forever. The greatest illusion people believe is that they have time. But time is the most precious resource because once it's spent, you can never earn it back. Every second that passes is a second closer to the end. The question is, are you making it count, or are you wasting it? Stuck in hesitation, fear, and regret. Think about this. The day you were born and the day you die are two hollow bookends of life. Between them you grow, you experience, you learn, and you struggle. But what do most people do? They wait. They fear. They hesitate. They think they have unlimited chances. You don't. And deep down, you know it. Look around you. How many people do you see stuck in the same loop? Wasting years in jobs they hate, avoiding risks, living in fear, convincing themselves that one day they'll chase their dreams. One day is a lie. One day never comes. Because there is no tomorrow. The only day that matters is today, right now. From the moment we are born, we are conditioned by everything around us. Our parents, schools, society. We are shaped by their beliefs, fears, and limitations. We are told what is possible, what is safe, what is expected. You are born free, but you are raised in chains. As a child, you are fearless. You try, you fail, you get back up, you don't care what people think. But as you grow, you are taught to fear failure. You are told to be realistic, to stay in your lane, to avoid risks. And slowly, without even realizing it, you stop trying. You start doubting. You stop living. And it's not your fault. No one told you that you could break free. No one told you that you have the power to reshape your mind, to unlearn the fear, to rewire your thinking. But here's the truth. Just because you were raised to think a certain way doesn't mean you have to stay that way. I know this because I lived it. The way we see ourselves changes as we grow. When we are kids, we see ourselves as small, but we believe we can become anything. Then as we grow, the world around us, our parents, our teachers, our experiences, start shaping our beliefs. And without realizing it, we become trapped in the limits of those beliefs. For years, I struggled with self-doubt, fear, and hesitation. I saw other people living boldly, chasing dreams and taking risks while I stayed stuck, afraid of failing, afraid of what people would think. I didn't realize that my own mind was my prison. I didn't realize that every fear I had wasn't real. It was just a programmed response to protect me from discomfort. But then something changed. I started questioning everything. Why was I afraid to speak up? Why was I afraid to fail? Why did I hesitate to take risks? And I realized that every fear I had, every hesitation, was just a story I'd been told. A story I'd accepted as truth. And if I had the power to believe in that story, I had the power to rewrite it. And that's when I started pushing back. I stopped letting fear control my actions. I forced myself into uncomfortable situations. I challenged my own thoughts. And the more I did this, the more I realized that the only thing holding me back was me. Your brain is not against you. It is a tool, a machine designed to protect you. When you feel fear, anxiety, hesitation, it's not because you are weak. It's because your brain is doing its job. But here's the truth. Your brain was designed for survival, not success. Back in the wild, fear kept us alive. But now, fear stops you from speaking up, from taking risks, from chasing what you want. Your mind has been programmed by society to stay safe, to avoid failure, to seek comfort. But here's the harsh reality. Comfort is the killer of dreams. The good news? You can reprogram your mind. You can take control of the tool that is your brain and make it work for you instead of against you. I learned this the hard way. I learned that if you are afraid to talk to people, if you feel anxiety in social situations, if you hesitate before taking action, it's not because something is wrong with you. It's because your brain has been trained to see these situations as threats. But the truth is, they are not threats. They are just experiences, and you can train yourself to overcome them. Think about it. If as a child you were told over and over again not to take risks, that failure is dangerous, that stepping out of your comfort zone is bad, then of course as an adult, you struggle with confidence. Of course you hesitate to take action. But the good news? You can undo this conditioning. You can unlearn the fear. You can train your mind to work for you, not against you. It takes time. It takes effort. But it is possible. You never get another chance at this. This is not a game where you can restart when things go wrong. Billionaires would trade all their wealth for more time, but time is the one thing you can never buy back. You only have so much energy, so much focus, and if you waste it in places that don't serve you, you are throwing your life away. I've heard so many people tell me, "You're young, you don't understand yet. Wait until you have responsibilities. Wait until you have a family." And yes, responsibilities are real. Taking care of the people you love is real. But that does not mean you stop chasing what you want. It does not mean you stop pushing yourself. Because the truth is, one day, every single one of us will reach the end. And when that day comes, no excuse will matter. You won't be able to blame your fears, your doubts, or your circumstances. The only thing that will matter is whether or not you truly lived. So what are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your energy? Are you chasing something that sets your soul on fire? Or are you just existing, waiting for time to run out? Steve Jobs once said, "Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose." He knew that fear of failure means nothing in the face of time. Will Smith once said, "God placed the best things in life on the other side of fear." Every great thinker, every person who made history realized one thing. The difference between a life well lived and a life wasted is the courage to take action. Your story is still being written. The pages are turning. The ending is not yet decided. But the question is, will you take control of the pen, or will you let fear, hesitation, and excuses write your story for you? The choice is, and always has been, yours. This is your life. This is your chance. Make it count.